I would say that there is no such thing as something generic that works for everybody. I would definitely encourage people to try new things, right? And experiment new study method and go with what works for them.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Online Student Experience Podcast. My name is Juan Malanga, and I am the graduate assistant of the Online Student Experience team. Today, we're going to have a very important person and team member of the Online Student Experience. And I guess she is the best person to introduce herself.
Hi, Aisatu in here, student ambassador as well. I'm majoring in data science, and I also work as a TA in statistics for UNT.
Okay. I know that you are a busy person, a busy student, a busy worker. You have a lot of things to do. That's why I'm going to go on and ask you the first question, which is for those who are not familiar with this expression, lifestyle hacks, how would you best describe it to them?
All right. I would say a hack in general would be any trips, tricks or tips that will help you, navigate your world or make your life easier. So in our context, obviously, I would say a lifestyle hack will be any tips or tricks that will make your college life easier to manage, obviously.
Okay, it means that if I do something that is somehow helping me to manage my college experience or things that has have to do with academia, it means that I'm hacking my life, right?
Kinda anything that will make your college life easier. It could be the way you're studying, the way you're organizing your schedule, the way you're organizing your tasks. So anything that will save you time and effort is will be a lifestyle hack or a college hack.
Okay, got it. Thank you so much for that. And there is this question, as you are an online student ambassador and you are also a student here at UNT, do you have any tips for creating a workspace that enhance students' focus and motivation?
I would say be aware of your study aids and your study distractions, right? What works for you might not work for someone else, vice versa. So be um just be understanding of that and pay attention to what works for you and what does not work for you. It could be the background noises, it could be the location, it could be the timing. Some people cannot work at the library and it's totally fine, right? Some people cannot work in a location with background noise, or some people may or may not be able to work with music, vice versa. So make sure that you're aware of your study aids and your distractions, and that you are planning your work period or your study sessions based on that. That's also going to lead me to my other point, which is um, the best workplace for students will be the spot where they're the most comfortable. So what is important is what works for you and what is comfortable for you.
So, with that being said, do you have like, apart from the background noise, maybe you have some tips, specific tips, I mean, that you have been using that work for you, maybe sound, or you let like for the students to decide what work best for them, or
Uh,
you would say like there is some kind of generic thing that work for everyone.
I would say that there is no such thing as something generic that works for everybody. I would definitely encourage people to try new things, right? And experiment new study method and go with what works for them. But if let's say if you're someone who cannot stand background noise, that person. I cannot work with sounds or music, or be respectful of that, and understand that and acknowledge it, even if it might be so cool, because you will see people with like their headphones, doing working on their homeworks, but you might not be that type of person. It's all good. The most important things is what helps you study better, right?
What about those students who struggle to maintain a healthy routine while studying online? Do you have like any practical advice that maybe was proven to be effective for you, uh, which is related to wellness and self-care?
I would say make sure that you put your health as a priority. So you make sure that you sleep properly, that you're eating nutritious meals, that you're prioritizing your mental health. I know that being a remote student or a fully or partially remote student can be a little bit tricky. You don't have that physical community to kind of keep you accountable, and you don't see people every single day, your classmates every single day, so it can be a little bit hard to get that extra support, and that's exactly why we're here, right? So reach out to a coach, to one of the mentors at OSC, and make sure that you put yourself first.
No, that's really insightful. And as Saito said, that's why we are here. We are here to help you not only to know what resources you have here at university, but also to guide you in order to provide you the best experience here at university. And talking about the other peers, your classmates, and other people who are part of your academic life, do you think like there is a way that can be easy to create a sense of community as a college student, mainly if you are online? And if there is one, where is that?
Of course, I feel like OAC is there to make sure that you are not robbed from that college journey as a remote student, right? We have virtual events, we have virtual webinars, we have everything set up for you guys. We have the ambassadors, Malenga and I and Mahi. We're actually here to cater for you guys and make sure that you have all the support we need. UNT is also doing an amazing job at putting forward several resources from counseling to anything. And also, I would say reach out to like-minded students, right? Join an organization or a club, or even create one if you feel like you are not seeing a club that represent you fully. So there is no such thing as not belonging at UNT when it comes to being a virtual or remote student. You will always have a seat at the table.
And I said to you yourself as a UNT student, is there an organization that you're part of that helps you to have this sense of community?
I would say, well, I consider OAC as an org. Even if I'm working for them, I consider it as a family. I'm able to learn so much from everybody, from you guys and from my managers and what's uh, my manager Dallas and Andrea.
And me,
I
of course.
and well, it depends. Just
Okay,
kidding. Yeah, I'm
I
able
got
to
it.
learn from each of you guys. But I'm also part of the MSA, which is the Muslim Student Association. I'm also an honor college student. So I feel like I really have that extra support that I have because I'm part of these little families, if I can say so, that are here to guide you. And I'm always surrounded with like-minded people.
Yeah, that's really insightful. Thank you so much once again. And what about this question about balancing personal life and other responsibilities, which comes, of course, studies also. Um, all of this stuff can be overwhelming,
Yeah.
right? But what are some of the best lifestyles habits for preventing burnout and maintaining balance that you at least use for yourself? And when you have this kind of connection or conversation with online student, you try also to provide to
Okay.
them.
I feel like we all, and when I say all, I really mean all, we all kind of, we all once, studied for an exam last minute.
Yeah.
I feel like to save ourselves from the extreme anxiety and stress, you owe it to yourself to give yourself enough time to understand the material before you just go ahead and take an exam. So give yourself enough time to prep for your exams. give yourself enough time to understand the materials, and also make sure that you sleep properly. Your sleep is essential. Your brain is doing so many great things. It deserves to rest, right? So a way to avoid a burnout or balance your school and your life will be making sure that you sleep properly and making sure that you give yourself enough time to study like you should study and get to those good grades that you're seeking.
Yeah, and I think it's a question that I have been it's a similar question that I have been asking to different guests because sometimes keeping this balance can be really hard. It is easy to say, but it's hard to do. And I feel like I myself as a student as well, I have also this kind of situation of balancing studies,
Yeah.
personal life, work can be really, really, really overwhelming. But as you say, giving yourself enough time
Yeah.
and also having an organization, maybe by having a calendar which you can follow, can be really very helpful. And I appreciate you for sharing this personal experience with us today.
Mhm.
And I won't go to this question yet because
Mhm.
I have a maybe a question that you're gonna find a little bit weird. But
Why?
tell me something. As online ambassador, do you
Mhm.
think like having this um I can say this relation with online students, did you notice something unique from online student that they experience that you as on-campus students or your peers do not experience? And you'd like to share, and maybe you try to use your on-campus experience to tell them what to do.
To be honest, just exchanging with online students, I haven't seen any difference between an online student and an in-person student. They have great grades. They are as motivated and as knowledgeable as in-person students. Um, I also find that online students are also provided with the same resource. So let's say if there is a webinar, any activities or workshop that could be beneficial to any students, we always make sure that those events are also covered virtually. So as far as resources, they do have the same resources. As far as drive, they are as motivated and as capable as in-person students. um, and I feel like it's true that being remote is slightly different, right? You don't wake up and go to campus every single day, but that little gap is exactly why we're here for, to make it as tiny as possible. But when it comes to achievements, I feel like they're both the online student and both the in-person students are doing a great job.
That's right. That's right. And if you could offer, let's say like this, just one ultimate lifestyle hack to help online students or any student
Mm-hmm.
uh, succeed, what would it be?
Mm. So when it comes to success, I would say um, having a growth mindset, right? Um, looking at classes or the material that you're studying as tools that you need for the future, and really being soaked in the knowledge that you're getting daily, and not just, oh, I just need to pass this class. Obviously we all want good grades, but having a growth mindset and being more focused on the journey that it takes for you to graduate, which is the ultimate goal for all of us, than just blankly, blindly, I would say, get good grades without really knowing the material that is being covered. So having a growth mindset and really making sure that you understand every single material that is being covered in your classes.
Nice. Thank you for that. And now let's talk a little bit more specifically about the online student experience services. I guess as online student experience team member,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I don't know if that's possible because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you do, but I have one.
Okay.
I won't tell you today, but because today is your turn. On my day, I'm going to tell mine.
You're gonna
But
say yours.
what is your top one online student experience service that you think
Mm.
can improve students' daily routine and make online, online learning more interesting?
I would say, and I think we did a great job this semester. But I would say our events, our virtual events, our game nights, because at the end of the day, we all need a break from school, a little break to kind of get that community. And I feel like OS is doing a great job at providing students with those virtual events for them to reconnect and make sure that they are surrounded by with other virtual students that would also understand the reality of being an online student at the end of the day. And my second service will be the peer mentoring, which we started really recently, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and book your one-on-one meeting with any of the ambassadors, Malenga, Mahi, or I, or me, my bad. The peer mentoring is a great way to get that support, be assisted by a mentor that will help you with anything really, from building your schedule, to assist you with your growth, your academic growth. So, yes, I would say peer mentoring and then all the beautiful events that we have throughout the semester.
Right. So, as Aisato said, we have a lot of services, but she highlighted the game night and the peer mentoring, which is a very good service available for online students here at UNT. And you can have more specific conversation with your mentor. Maybe you are struggling about something, about a situation, and UNT might help you through uh, the mentors that are available for you. So my last question would be, Aisatu, do you have anything that I didn't ask, but maybe you'd like to say? It can be a suggestion, it can be an advice for our online students and other people who are watching our podcast now.
I would say, to any online student watching, you guys are doing an amazing job. It is so hard to balance life while being an online student. So I would just, say that you guys are doing an amazing job and that we are here for you guys if you guys need anything. Like Malenga said, if you need one-on-one coaching or anything, just make sure that you reach out to us and it will make sure to provide you with all the tools you need.
That's right. And if
Mhm.
you want to reach out to us, you just contact us through social media. We are on Facebook, we are in on Instagram, or you can also use our website or our email that you can see right now on the screen. And hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. My name is João Malenga, and I hope to see you in the next episode. And don't forget, go mean green. Yeah.